Regardless of whether you are supporting a Wantam narrative or a Tutam narrative, we all want a better Kenya. We all want responsible leaders. We all want leaders who are gonna listen to the volitions that we have and they implement it. For speaking out loud, the Constitution offers us as citizens the sovereign power, which means we always delegate these powers to our MCAs. We always delegate this power to our members of parliament, which are the MPs and also the senators and the women representatives. We also delegate this power to the governors and to a larger extent also to the president. This power, we can practice it either directly or indirectly whenever we feel that the regime we elected into power is insufficient in doing whatever mandate it was given to partake. Why am I saying so? If you are a man of conscience, if you are a man who is driven by saneness, then you'll realize the kind of regime that we have is not that one that is actually catering for our needs. But again, if we look at the opposition that we have, do you really see the type of leader that you wish for Kenya would have? You tell me, which leader, both in government and in opposition, do you feel will fit the bill of being a good president, will fit the bill of being a good deputy president? Tell me a leader, both in the opposition and government, that you feel shall fit the bill of being that good governor, that good MP, that good MCA that you wish for. Well, for me, there are a few that I'm gonna mention, putting away emotions. Now, as I am doing this, remember every human being has their faults. That notwithstanding doesn't mean to say that I support maybe some queer activity that they did back then. Now, in my list, I have leaders like Babu Owino, the MP for Embakasi East. He's been renowned for his exemplary performance in his constituency, which he's done so well. We also have leaders like Peter Salasia, the Member of Parliament for Mumias East. He's also done some exemplary work that should be emulated in Mumias East. Now, this one is a first-time MP, and he outshone members who have gone for 2-3 terms without nothing to show, even those who criticize him. We also have Ndindi Nyoro, the MP for Kiharu constituency. We've seen the work that he's done there, So there are leaders that we can actually point unto them and say, you know what, these leaders are working. Yes, they don't lack faults. I know when I talk about Babu Owino, you'll bring stories about the shooting of DJ Evolve back then, which honestly I don't support anybody to treat another human being like an animal. That is losing that dignity in which a human being should be living, and that one I condemn in the strongest terms possible. Well, for PK Salasia, we've seen him doing his drama. Some people say that this one does drugs like bang and all that. Fine. We have personal choices so long as you don't do those things in public so that our kids watch and emulate them. But if such a person can decide to work for his people, what of that leader of yours who wakes up in the morning, does some very classy shoes, does a high-end suit, but then it's like you have no representation in parliament. There's no motion that has been taken into parliament to benefit you as a constituent. That member of parliament, he should be the first person to help us get good presidents. because they are the lawmakers. Now, in the recent past, we've seen the members of parliament introducing laws by supporting the regime of the day. Actually, it is the government that sponsors these draconian motions and bills that are passed in parliament. Instead of those persons whom you've delegated this power to perform what is in agreement with the people's interest, then they decide to focus onto their greedy stomachs, their greedy tummies. And here we say we are yearning for a better tomorrow. Now, the bunch of leaders is as good as deciding the future that we want to have. Therefore, even before we go ahead and blame that president, let us have sane members of parliament, sane MCAs. And by the way, for those who don't know, even that MCA, according to our Constitution 2010, is more powerful than the president. But because you elect leaders who even don't understand the articles of the Constitution, then the president takes advantage of these. Oversight should always be done. We have the County Integrated Development Plan. We also have the National Development Plan, which sets the projects that need to be undertaken after doing public participation. It sets projects that need to be undertaken within the counties and within the nation in a financial year. Therefore, things don't just happen. Are we privy to this knowledge? Or are we just waking up day in, day out, crying that these are rotten regime, the regime is doing this and this. We condemn this in the strongest terms possible. But then here we are. After every 5 years, we elect leaders who present their personal interests. And mark you, this is a 5-year term. Now, you are going to see so much projects being launched by this regime because we are nearing towards the 2027 elections. But have you asked yourself, in the first year, second year, and good part of this third year, what have they been able to do? A regime that has been marred with extrajudicial killings, a regime that is well known for state-sanctioned abductions, a regime that is known for looting public coffers. Then we come here convinced again that they are going to do better if we give them a second term. And they always come with this narrative. There are projects we were doing, they are not complete. So kindly give us another term so that we complete those projects. I mean, so long as it is in the plan, the next regime will carry out from that and go on with the project. So that is something that should not be able to convince us. Times have changed. We have information everywhere. We should be able to be good learners. Let us not just say we don't want these leaders. And mark you, the solution here is we as a people, we have the good leaders around us. I mean, who told you that you really need a lot of money for you to campaign? Work if it necessitates that. Be in good terms with the digital media if you can't afford to pay for the advertisements, or you can be given space in the mainstream media because again they are compromised. Find people like us. Communicate your memoranda. Communicate your agenda. Communicate your issues. Let my audience get to understand you. And then we occupy those leadership positions. Only then shall we be able to defeat this monster Anyway, the fight continues. A luta continua. Viva! What's your take? Give me your thought in the comment section below. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the unscripted talks here in Dub Radio. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.